What up, YouTube? I'm back. 12 Rounds TV. Please don't forget to subscribe. And thing I want to talk to you guys about is a very interesting article. As we all know, Mayweather and Pacquiao fight ended last Saturday, and ever since then, there's controversies after controversies, news after news, questions after questions, and we knew this was coming. I mean, you're talking about a $500 million fight, highest paid pay-per-view in the world of boxing or in the world of sport. There's going to be controversies, and I've said this before in past videos before even the fight, but here we are. Let's talk about it and let's analyze it, and you make your own conclusions. Anyway, somebody had wrote rescoring Mayweather Pacquiao, questions about the Compubox and why rematch should happen, which Mayweather, I don't think he's interested in a rematch with Pacquiao. But God knows, God knows if Mayweather would afford Pacquiao one or not, right? Only one will tell. We don't know. Mayweather's the only one can answer that. But right now, he's on vacation. He's relinquishing the belts, and he has not said yet that he's going to fight Manny or either fighters or any fighters. All we know as of right now that he is fighting in September. Amir Khan has made some noise too. So anyway, that's a video you guys gotta watch. This on my channel. I uploaded it last night. Interesting happened when you watched the replay of Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight. Some suggest that if you really want to know how the fight went on, watch the fight. If you have recorded it, or if it's out already on social media or YouTube, watch it once or twice again. Obviously, we don't know if Pacquiao was really injured. That's from the experts to determine. Says over here, don't get me wrong. I don't think for 1 second that Pacquiao defeated Floyd Mayweather. That's true. Pacquiao clearly lost the fight, as we know, due to a lot of jabs. He lost by point system and went all the way to 12 rounds at a unanimous decision. But when this person that wrote this, I watched it 2 or more times with or without sound, I concluded that the fight was actually much closer than I thought initially. Interesting. Didn't know this. I mean, I watched the fight once only, and I've seen the highlights, but I never actually watched the whole fight, so I'm going to have to do it again because I DVR'd it myself. The third time was the charm, when I made it a point to watch each round twice. Wow, that's good. I guess that's a good idea to watch each round twice. One time in a regular speed and the other time in a semi-slow motion. What I discovered was staggering. That's crazy, dude. I mean, there's so much stuff in it, man. This is like the freaking Twilight Zone. There's so much more into it. It's like the Watergate scandal. It's like the Kennedy assassination. There's so many angles. There's so many. It's interesting, and I love it. Whether it's true or not, we don't know. I mean, we'll find out soon enough or later, or we won't. We don't know. Anyways, you make your own conclusions, like I said. There were a lot of punches that actually landed for Pacquiao, which I'm sure Compubox and the judges didn't not catch or erroneously thought were missed punches. That's interesting because I thought myself, Pacquiao missed a lot. Is that why Pacquiao said in the post-fight interview that I was hitting him with a lot of shots and I was getting with a lot of shots, but I thought I won? Dude. I'm sure that's not enough to win the fight, but I'm sure it'd be much closer. But anyway, Compubox had Pacquiao and Mayweather both throwing somewhere in the neighborhood of 430 total punches, with Floyd landing 148 and Pacquiao only 81. At first glance, I was shocked to see such wide disparity. Yes, I thought that the fight was one-sided when I watched it live. Everybody did, right? Including me, and I'm a Manny Pacquiao fan. But like I said, you gotta watch it twice in slow motion. Once or twice again, you might find, you know how it is when you watch a movie and you're like, oh, that was a good movie, or that was a bad movie. You watch it again and you're like, oh, I just noticed that was exciting, or that was cool. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm talking about. when you watch once or twice, you find things that you didn't really pay attention to or you didn't really notice, right? So this is what it is. Anyway, he says, however, I also did not believe Pacquiao landed only 81 total punches. The entire fight, an average of only 6.75 punches per round. I thought Pacquiao was completely lowballed by the two Compubox operators who worked the fight. Each operator watches one of the fighters and records punches landed and missed using the system that has 4 keys that correspond to jab connect, jab miss, power punch connect, and power punch miss. Interesting, bros. The conspiracy theory here is that the Compubox operators were perhaps bribed in order to rig and skew the punch stats. Jesus Christ. Most conspiracy theories in boxing usually center on the referee and judges, but could it be conceivable that someone could actually pay off the Compubox operators? Only God knows. They got this investigation, but money talks, right? Money talks, money talks. I mean, that's everybody. Everybody has a price, right? Everybody. I mean, everybody has a price. That's what I think, at least. How can Compubox be so inaccurate when they're punch stats? And we know robbery does happen in boxing. The rationale is this. Floyd throws single pot shots. That's true. And when they connect, the points become a lot more pronounced. Dude, this is crazy, man. This is the first time I've read this, actually. That's why I'm making a video. Pacquiao, on the other hand, throws a lot of 2 to 6 punch flurries, and because the punches travel so quick, sometimes the naked eye doesn't catch them even though they connect. Is that possible? Remember, even a grazing shot to the head or body count as landed punch. Even a grazing shot to the head or body counts as a landed shot, which I thought that was a miss because Pacquiao was doing that to Mayweather now. Mayweather was landing some clean shots, but it was a 1 or 2 because of the jabs. I mean, you ain't going to jab 10 times in a row and land them all. That's impossible. I mean, it is possible, but it almost is. Manny had plenty of these types of glancing yet legitimate blows. Dude. Sounds like an excuse, right? But hey, guys, like I said, man, things happen in boxing. Bribery, robbery, it all happens. Especially when a fight this magnitude. 500 million, $500 million. Compubox was inaccurate by landslide. Based on my own personal review, this guy, Pacquiao landed over 100 punches in this fight and Floyd landed less than 148. He was given credit for, in fact, many of the punches that Compubox claimed were landed by Floyd were jabs that actually hit Pacquiao's gloves due to Manny's high guard and parrying. I don't even want to finish this article. In case the problem and reason why Pacman lost was because he lacked the aggressive style that judges had been used to seeing Pacquiao over the years. That's true. I mean, you know, whoever's the busier fight, Pacquiao, we are used to him being aggressive and busy. In this fight, he wasn't as much. I mean, it's clearly Floyd won the fight, but I don't think it's that much gap. And this is what I think this is what the article is going to be about. Had Manny maintained his usual 800 punch output, and had Manny landed 20% of those punches, which was his average in the fight, he would have connected 160 times on Floyd, which would have probably been enough to secure the win, or at the very least, a draw. The judges' perception of the fight was swayed and influenced largely by Pacquiao's lack of volume and effective aggression. So what they're saying is, if Pacquiao was aggressive enough, throw punches, then he would probably get a draw at the very most, right? Or maybe even win. Long shot. This was the bottom line. Here's my own personal breakdown of each round. Compubox inaccuracies notwithstanding. Round 1, Floyd, 10-9. Boring, feeling out round, won by Floyd because Pacquiao hardly landed any effective punch. Floyd seemed to be effective aggressor in the round. Round 2, Pac, 10-9. 19-9. Pacquiao barely wins the round as a result of 2 solid power shots that landed and were more effective than any of the jabs, right hands that Floyd landed in round. Also, Pacquiao started out the round as the aggressor and controlled the tempo for the most part. Round 3, even, 10-10. That's round 3, 29-29. Both fighters landed at least 3 to 4 significant shots, but no fighter stole the round and neither fighter was more effective overall than the other. Round 4. 10-9, Pacquiao. 39-38. Pacquiao's 10-punch flurry while Floyd was covering up with his back against the ropes single-handedly won the round. That was the biggest round for Pacquiao, I believe. He got him with the left in the chin, and he just went at him. He went crazy, explosive on Floyd Mayweather Jr., which I thought he should have done more, but he did what he did to Floyd or what he did to Bradley the second time. And you guys know what I'm talking about. 10-punch flurry. Round 5, Floyd wins it 10-9. Mayweather came out aggressive and set the tone early, landing a couple shots. Round 6, Pacquiao had a couple moments where his barrage of combinations with Floyd against the ropes had Mayweather smiling and shaking. So that was for Pacquiao. After 6 rounds, Harold Lederman has the fight 57-57. Tied up, bros. And Steve Farhood 58-56 for Floyd. And I have Pacquiao barely winning with of his flurries and power shots. Compubox numbers at the point were way off. In fact, Floyd Sr. is extremely unhappy with Jr. as he's yelling at his son between rounds. At this point, Sr. probably feels like his son is losing because of his lack of aggression. Round 7, Pac-Man, 10-9. Pacquiao landed the more solid punches in this round, 5-4. A lot of Floyd's jabs were blocked by Pac-Man's gloves, and I think they were counting that. And because of the angles in which judges are seated at the ringside, they can sometimes obstruct their vision. It's easy to count Floyd's punches as landed punches when in fact they are blocked. After round 7, Pacquiao is winning even though his punch output is significantly lower than what we're used to seeing. However, Pacquiao's power shots and ability to constant back Floyd whenever he steps on the gas pedal is what allowing him to be on the scorecard. In fight only lasted 7 rounds, then Pacquiao would be clear-cut winner. Jesus Christ. However, it's a 12-round fight and one has to finish strong if he wants it more than the other. This is the point where Mayweather shows his mettle, takes control of the fight, and seizes the victory. Round 8, Floyd 10-9. Floyd landed 7 significant punches to Manny's 4. In between rounds, Sr. still isn't happy with his son's punching and continues to implore him to step it up a notch. Round 9. Floyd lands 6 significant punches to Manny's 4. Bayless walks over to Floyd corner at the end of the round and tells him to watch his elbows. Sr. continues to remind his son to use right hand more than it's utilized some combinations. Floyd's corner doesn't seem to think he's ahead. Rightfully so. Because in my eyes, this fight is dead even at this point. And the action of Floyd's corner is indicative of this. That's pretty true. Now let's take a closer look at the championship rounds. Round 10. Pac-Man 10-9. 96-95. Pacquiao maintains his ever so tiny lead in the scorecards as Manny lands 5 significant punches and Floyd's 4. Floyd continues to jab relentlessly, but if you pay very close attention, most of the jabs Mayweather throws in the round are blocked by Pacquiao's gloves. At 1 minute and 25 seconds of the round, Manny lands a very hard straight left to Floyd's head that momentarily backs Floyd up in its highlight of the round. Round 11. Floyd 10-9. 105-105. One of Floyd's best rounds of the fight. Mayweather immediately starts off the round in attack mode and lands 4 solid shots on Pacquiao's within first 30 seconds. All in all, Floyd is in full control of the round and stops Pacquiao in his tracks and lands 10 significant punches to Pac's 3 in spite of the late attempt by Pacquiao in the last 45 seconds of the round to deliver the flurry while Floyd is against the ropes. Floyd's aggression in the round leads to a rousing ovation by the crowd. At the end of the round, Freddie Roach tells Pacquiao, attack, combinations, okay? When he goes down, you go to the uppercut. As is usual, Pacquiao fails to listen to Roach's instructions. Not once did I see Pacquiao connect or any uppercut throughout the fight. And if you recall one of the articles I wrote this week, he said, Pacquiao's secret weapon should be the uppercut since Mayweather loves to put his head down when trying to evade punches. Pacquiao just don't think when he fights, and that was his downfall in the championship round. Round 12. Floyd 10-9, 115-114. As usual, Pacquiao fails to follow anything Roach told him in the previous rounds and coasts through the round without any sort of urgency. Floyd lands 5 significant punches to Pacquiao's 2 and seals the win. We're not saying, or this guy's not saying either that Pacquiao won. He's not saying that. He's saying that the fight should have been much closer. And it's enough, more than enough, for a rematch. Even with Pacquiao's injury, per se. Imagine if Pacquiao didn't have injuries. What do you think would have happened? In sum, when you watch the fight with no volume in slow motion and watch each round multiple times, at least twice, you'll see that outcome was much closer than what it initially looked like by watching it live in regular speed. The difference? Floyd won 4 out of the last 5 rounds, and he swept the last 2 rounds convincingly with Pacquiao not putting up much of resistance. Damn, bros. Damn. This guy's final tally was 115-114 for Mayweather. Floyd winning. A total of 6 rounds, Pacquiao 5 rounds, and 1 scored 3rd round even. 6-5 and 1 draw. Based on these results and seeing that the fight was much closer than I initially thought, I wouldn't be surprised if Mayweather and Pacquiao have been rematched in September. Most fans will disagree, but stranger things have happened. Robberies, briberies, and Mayweather's ego. At the end of the day, Floyd's still the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and Pacquiao has now officially become a Mayweather leftover. That's what he says. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to think of it. I mean, my review of this article is crazy. Mixed feelings. I don't know what to think at the moment. I mean, this article is making me want to watch a damn fight again, which I am going to do it because I have it DVR'd. I have it saved. I have it recorded. Just for my own personal satisfaction. Anyway, guys. Anyways, let me know what you think. Comment down below. Does Manny Pacquiao deserve a rematch? Did Manny Pacquiao really scored closer than what the judges scored? Did those judges really not see those punches that Manny Pacquiao landed? Did Mayweather really get counted for punches that was blocked by Manny Pacquiao? Very interesting. Until next time, 12 Rounds TV. Don't forget to subscribe. I upload videos every day. Until then, peace.